From the WFBI team this week, a 7th unexpected death at Elayn Hunt Prison is raising serious questions tonight about the state or what the state is doing to address it. There have been 7 unexpected deaths at the facility since September. Now, it comes 1 week after Deputy Secretary of the Department of Corrections Derek Ellis sat down with us about what's being done to combat the problem. Our Chief Investigator Chris Nakamoto is here now to explain what they are saying now. Chris.
Good evening, Dion. On Christmas Eve, 38-year-old Antonio Dukes died from a suspected drug overdose. That marks the 16th unexpected death at the prison this year alone. Tonight, prison officials are mum on what they plan to do to address this ongoing problem. On Christmas Eve, it happened again at Elayn Hunt Correctional Center in St. Gabriel. Antonio Dukes' death Wednesday triggered an investigation and an autopsy as to what caused the 38-year-old to die. State prison officials say his death is the 16th unexpected one at Elayn Hunt this year alone, triggering an investigation into the cause of death. 1 week ago, Deputy Secretary Derek Ellis sat down with me about what the state is doing to combat the problem. Many of them presumably from drug overdoses, but many are still awaiting autopsies.
We do take a lot of proactive steps to counteract the contraband, and those are some of the things that we have enhanced at Elayn Hunt since Warden Turner's been there.
Is that since these deaths started occurring, or was this pre-unexpected deaths?
Well, when you say unexpected deaths, these aren't, unfortunately, the only 6 that have ever occurred. So, you know, what we do is we try to find some of those contributing factors and then strategically look at those and see if there's anything that we can implement to eliminate or reduce.
The Department of Corrections data indicates 115 inmates died of overdoses at state facilities from 2019 to 2024. The numbers of overdose deaths for 2025 not available yet, and it could be well into next year before that data is available.
We don't wait for a medical conclusion before we start looking into any of the specific details. So it is once the event occurs that is unexpected, and the department at that point starts looking into it.
The extraordinary problem has people like peer support specialist Tanja Miles gravely concerned.
And something needs to be done, because this is not just a public health issue, it's a public safety issue.
Miles says the answers provided by the state are leaving her with more questions than answers as inmates continue to die in state custody. She's urging something to be done at the highest levels of government.
You have employees, correction officers, who are supposed to be security. So there's a breach here. And if there's a breach, then someone needs to get to the bottom of that breach.
When we asked last week, the state told us they were taking things very seriously and increasing their shakedowns.
There have been an increase in searches, both in the housing facilities, in different areas of the prison for the visitors. We utilize body scanners, we utilize x-ray machines, we utilize investigative tools, all to try to counteract any type of contraband. You know, I think one thing that I feel is important to mention is contraband, again, it's not isolated to Elayn Hunt, it's not isolated to a state prison, it's not isolated to Louisiana. It is a national situation.
Today marks 8 days since I sat down with the Deputy Secretary, and since then another inmate has died. We reached out to the Department of Corrections today but did not hear back. We also reached out to the governor's office about a statement on if they're taking action tied to these unexpected deaths. When we hear back, we'll post their response on WAFB.com. For the I-Team, I'm Chris Nakamoto. Dion?